PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. It's all about community. Spirituality is important. PocaSPEAKS. This shit is not easy, but it's worth it. PocaSPEAKS. Hello, my pumpkins. Hello. Happy Monday to everyone, aka Happy Mars Day. I hope that everyone is having a beautiful start to their week so far. I hope that you had an amazing weekend. Staying cool. This baby is hot. I caught myself going out Saturday to a festival that we have out here. I was there for an hour and a half. Turned around, went right back in the house. Because what is going on? It's way too hot to just be outside, just out and about. Just, if it ain't no AC where we going, I'm not going. Period. But we're about to get into these messages. I do not know what's going to come out, so we're just going to go with the flow. You can apply these messages to your upcoming week, which will be this week, or whenever you see this video. All my messages are timeless, so whenever you see it, it is the moment for you to see it. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Understand that my readings may start in one place and end up in a whole nother place, okay? So I always say listen thoroughly through everything before you start feeling some type of way and all of that, okay? Make sure that you give yourself a chance to get through everything first. All right, so we're going to start off with some general messages, okay? Share your voice is the first card that came out. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Okay. So I know that we talked about on the day of the full moon. So that was Friday Rising. I did that full moon reading. That was definitely talking about, sharing your voice, allowing yourself to be heard, speaking your truth. So I feel like that kind of piggybacks off of that. So go back and watch that video. There's also spiritual acceleration at the bottom of the deck, progress and technology. Okay. So I feel like some of you guys could definitely be in a position where your voice will be heard when it comes to social media, or there may be something that you say to somebody that can assist them with their journey or where they're at, or a group of people, or this could be happening to you. There could be people sharing their voice and finally, helping you see things from a certain perspective that allows you to, tap in on whatever level you need to tap in on. Okay. I also feel like a lot of you guys are receiving messages, downloads, certain things are being shown to you, and you may think that it's only for you, but it's not. There's a lot of things that are being shown to you. There's a lot of things being revealed to you for you to share it with the collective. Okay, whether that's your personal collective, meaning, you know, the people in your personal space, family, friends, loved ones, things of that nature, whether that is the collective as far as social media or the spiritual community. But there's certain things that Spirit has been giving you guys as far as downloads, and you may feel like, you know, you don't know enough to talk about it yet, or something along those lines. Okay, there could be something that you want to comment on or something, but you feel like people are not going to listen or hear you out or something. It's something here about you guys needing to communicate something and being afraid that it's not going to be received, or that people are not going to like you after you say what you have to say. Something along those lines. Let's see. Let's see one more of these. Yeah, where are you being called to journey to? So Spirit is definitely trying to get you to say something, or come out of your little bubble, okay? Because there's something that you're supposed to be doing here that you're procrastinating on. Like I said, Spirit wants you to relay a message, okay? For whoever this part of the reading is for. There's a message that you're supposed to relay, or something that you're supposed to say or speak up about, or something like that. And this is something that keeps coming to your head. It's not something that, you know, you just thought about one time and you was like, oh, you know, whatever. No, like, this is something that continuously is in your head, on your mind. You know, every time it comes up, you have something to say or whatever the case is, but you never give yourself the space to speak freely, or to speak whatever truth it is that you were given, or whatever truth it is that you have. Okay? Let's get one more. Shout out to all y'all tuning in. Happy Monday. All right. Your guidance is divinely guided. Yeah. This is intuitive. This is most definitely intuitive. This is most definitely something that your spirit team has already, I'm hearing, I'm hearing you were cleared. Okay, you know how, like, and I don't know if some of y'all ever worked in the government or anything, but you have to have a clearance for certain things. Okay, meaning that you are able to receive the knowledge on certain information and things of that nature, right? And it's like Spirit has cleared you to say whatever this is. Whatever it is, you've been cleared to say it. This could also be writing something. So maybe some of y'all supposed to be writing a book, or writing poetry, or documenting something. Okay, this could also be content creation, because technology came out. So maybe it's time for you to go ahead and finally start that content. Time to share your voice when it comes to your content. Heavy Aquarius and Gemini energy here. Heavy Ogun energy as well, Ashe. I just heard war on technology. Some of y'all could be getting into back and forth with people on social media as well. Don't allow people to, if you've made a statement or you've said something on social media lately about how you feel about something, or you gave your hot take or whatever, you don't have to explain yourself to people. Like, every time you have an opinion, every time you have something you want to say, stop feeling like you have to explain yourself to all of these random ass people, okay? Because some of these people really don't care about what you're talking about. They just want to argue. Or some of these people really are not hearing what you're saying. They just feel however they feel. Like, they're not talking to you to try to understand what you're saying and to try to get, you know, a better understanding of your premise. They're talking to you because they just want to start shit with you. Or because they feel some type of way about whatever you said, and that's just what it is. So they don't really want to see anything from your perspective. And a lot of y'all are out here trying to fight for people to see things from your perspective, when really you just talking to the wrong people. These people can't see from your perspective because these are not the right people for you to be around. These are not the energies that you should be entertaining anyway. So, of course, these people are not going to see it from your perspective. Of course, these people are not going to understand what you're talking about. Of course, these people are not going to, you know what I'm saying, feel where you're coming from. Like, of course not. Okay. Of course not. Of course that's not going to happen. Some people are committed to their version of the truth. And you just have to let that be what it is. You just have to let them be where they are. Stop feeling the need to argue people down and try to prove your point to people who are committed to not and never understanding you. Some of you guys have been having arguments back and forth with people lately, especially with us being in this Capricorn energy with this last full moon. And then we're in Cancer, so a lot of people are extra sensitive right now. Like they can't see what you're saying because they are overwhelmed with emotion. They can't really understand where you're coming from because they're just not in alignment with the things that you're speaking on. And we have to understand, as high vibrational people, as knowledgeable people, as wise people, right? When and where to cast our fruits, because your knowledge, your wisdom is your fruit, right? Everybody don't deserve to be nourished by you, my honey bun, my love. Okay, I even feel like some of y'all need to stop trying to give advice to motherfuckers who are committed to whatever situation they're in. I don't care if they come to you and want to talk about it 5311 million goddamn times. Start telling them, look, every time you come to me, I give you advice. You never take it. So at this point, stop coming to me. A lot of y'all are wasting your voice on people who don't deserve it. You are sowing your seeds and giving your fruit to people who are going to let it spoil and go bad and not use it in the way that it's intended to be used, or use it to get themselves to a different place. These people are not committed to that. Yeah, you in here trying to help. Look, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. You in here trying to help these motherfuckers, and they're committed to their pain. They're committed to their trauma. Some people are just committed to their trauma. They rather be in a space where they are traumatized, where they are victims, where they are, where everyone is feeling bad for them and all of that. And it's like, you just got to leave people where they are. Keep working on yourself with this 8 of Pentacles. Keep focusing on the things you need to focus on, and let them have it. That's why I'm here. Let them niggas have it. You got stuff that you're supposed to be doing. You have places you're supposed to be going. You have, heights and levels and new things that are waiting for you, and you can't get to those things trying to save everybody. And a lot of y'all are learning with this. I feel like this is what this reading is talking about. Spirit is calling you to journey somewhere. Spirit is calling you to step into whatever light you're supposed to be stepping into, and you're so busy trying to drag everybody with you. That's what's happening right now. You think that you are dubbed Miss or Mr. Community Service, and nobody ever said none of that. These people have to be responsible for themselves the same way you're responsible for yourself. And until you start to give yourself space, okay, and just let people do what they do and let people figure it out, then you'll have more peace within yourself. A lot of y'all are in this position where, because you have awakened, or because you have new knowledge or new information, or because you're coming into understanding of different things, you think that just by you relaying that message to other people, that they're going to get it the same way you got it. No. Everybody's not supposed to wake up the same way or at the same time. Back in I want to say 2013, 2014, I had friends that would come to me and be like, yeah, you know that the church is this and the church is that, and that the Bible don't make sense, and there's no proof of the Bible, and bop, 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 and do. And I'd be like, what? How dare you disrespect Jesus, Jonathan, DeMarcus Christ? How dare you throw dirt on his name? How dare you try to say that the Bible cannot be proven? What are you talking about? In 2 Timothy. Okay, this sounding real bot-like, real robotic. Okay, period. And that was at that point. You couldn't pay me to believe that bullshit now. You couldn't pay me to go back and attend anybody's church at this point. Why? Because the moment for me is the moment for me. Nobody could have made me see the things that I eventually saw for myself. I had to go through the experience. I had to go through the process. I had to learn for myself. And yes, people offered me advice. Yes, people came in and wanted to say things. Yes, Spirit sent people to bring me confirmation. But if I didn't want to listen, if I didn't want to see it, I didn't want to listen, and I didn't want to see it. And nobody could make me. The same way things are now. At this point in my journey now, you can't pay me to not believe in spirit. Hold on, y'all. My phone trying to freeze. Give me a second. I just froze on my computer. Come on, thing. Damn it. All right, there we go. But yeah, you couldn't at this point in my journey pay me to speak on certain things. You couldn't at this point in my journey pay me to go back to certain things that I was so committed to at one point, you know, before I got to this space. So a lot of you guys are wasting time. You're wasting energy. You're wasting let me know if it's freezing on y'all side too. If at any point it starts freezing, y'all can't hear me, let me know. But yeah, a lot of this is just you're wasting your breath on people who can't appreciate what you're saying, right? Is there anything wrong with what you're saying? Absolutely not. Do you need to, you know, switch up what you're saying? If it's the truth, then no, right? But if you're continuously trying to give this truth or trying to relay this message to people who just cannot understand it, you're the problem at this point because you're wasting time. Okay, and a lot of y'all want to bring everybody with you, and this is why you're not making the progress that you could be making on your journey, because you want everybody to come with you, and everybody's not supposed to be here with you. Everybody's not supposed to be beside you. Everybody's not supposed to be down with the cause. Everybody's not supposed to be spiritual. This is not the lifetime for everyone to be where you think they're supposed to be. It's just not. This is not the lifetime for, you know, everyone to wake up and to come into the knowledge and to have all of the information. This is just not that. Okay, and a lot of you have to be okay with leaving people behind. When you take the first step to moving forward, when you take the first step to changing your life, when you start healing, when you start working on yourself and releasing traumas, you have to be prepared to be by yourself, or at least no longer be around the people that you're used to being around. You have to mentally prepare as you're going through this process to know that there is a huge possibility that while you're going through this process, you're going to lose a lot of people, or you're no longer going to be in connection with a lot of people that you have become used to having in your space. That's just a part of it. That's just how that goes. That's just how that works. That's just how it flows. If you don't understand that, then life will teach you, okay? But don't expect for everybody that you started with to be with you the whole time. Don't expect that just because now you woke up to the information that you're going to be the savior for everybody that's in your space. That's just not true, okay? Only people that want to be saved will be saved, and the people that don't want to, they just won't. Yes, that might be your mama. Yes, that might be your best friend. Yes, that might be your cousin. Yes, that might be your baby daddy, your husband, your wife, your sister, whoever. Your child, for some of y'all, of course. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. You can't force anybody to do nothing. And nobody owes us anything, and we don't owe nobody nothing. So as long as you are, you know, committed to your divine path and doing the things that you are called to do, everybody else is their own responsibility, and you got to be okay with that. A lot of y'all have become way too conditioned, you know, in taking care of everybody else but yourself. That's another message that we received, you know, under this full moon that we just had in Capricorn. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Things are not moving for you because you out here trying to play Captain Save Captain Save everybody, and that's just not working. It's not working, right? And a lot of y'all now are on defense, right? Because people are not listening to you. So now you feel like they're being disrespectful to you. Now you feel like now you're taking it personally. Babe, no one has to listen to anything that you're saying, whether it's right or wrong. Nobody has to listen. Yeah, again, the spirituality does not come with entitlement. We are not entitled to do whatever, say whatever, feel whatever, treat people however, just because we believe a certain thing and we believe in what we believe in. Like, no. Period. You still have to treat people, you know, with the understanding that they can do whatever the hell they want to. I think that on that. Alright. Say technology, and now my damn thing is freezing everywhere. And I don't like that. Let me check over here. Alright. Let's get the next card. Alright, we got the Queen of Swords. Okay? So one thing about the Queen of Swords, or one way that I like to identify this card, is knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, knowing when to walk away. Okay? Knowing when to give people, you know, something, knowing when to just put it out there, and knowing when to not say shit at all. Okay? Understanding when and where and how to show up. So that, because this is the thing, the more you try to force something on somebody else, and this doesn't just have to be spirituality. Again, this could be anything. A lot of y'all just giving advice to people who just are not in a position to take your advice right now. So the thing is, right, when you know something more than someone else, your only responsibility is to share the information. It's not to force it on nobody. It's not to force nobody to see it from your perspective. It's not to make people, you know what I'm saying, understand what you're like. No. Giving out knowledge, being a teacher, is not to force anything on anybody. Advice, constructive criticism is not about forcing anything. It's all about putting it out there, right? And if they want it, they want it. And if they don't, they don't. You also have to make a decision to say, okay, if I'm giving these people advice and they are living their lives a certain way, and the way that they're living their lives does not align with who I am at this point, now I have to make a decision. They obviously are not ready to go to the places that I'm going to. So that doesn't mean that I sit here and I argue them down about it and I try to convince them that this is the right idea. That just means that I allow them to be where they are, and I continue to do whatever the fuck I'm supposed to be doing for myself. Period. Everybody is not going to go. Yeah. Two of Swords. Unlocking yourself from this person. You are not anyone. No one else is your responsibility, and you are not the responsibility of anybody else. Everybody is responsible for themselves. You're responsible for learning what you need to learn. They're responsible for learning what they need to learn. Everybody is responsible for themselves. Stop trying to beat things into people. And this is another thing. Just because people don't agree with you don't mean that you're wrong. A lot of people don't agree with a lot of the things that we say. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It just means that you're just not in a position where you understand where I'm coming from. That's okay. Stop taking everything so personally, or feeling like you have to sit here and prove a point and beat it into somebody. All you're doing is irritating yourself and draining your own energy, and then irritating that person and causing unnecessary drama, unnecessary issues. Okay? I just heard somebody need to talk to their child's preschool teacher. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, that's what I just heard, so I had to say it. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. All right? Instead of you focusing on everybody else, focus on your damn self. I just heard get that money up. Get that money up. And this doesn't have to just be physical money as far as materials in the physical realm. This could be getting your money up as far as getting your knowledge up, getting your wisdom up, getting your education up, studying up on your history. Okay? Getting a better relationship with your spirit team. All right? Instead of you focusing on what people are not listening to that you're saying, okay, keep tapping into what you're supposed to be tapping into. Understand that, again, when you hold knowledge and information, your only job is to share it. It's not to force it. It's not to make people feel bad because they don't want to listen to you or none of that shit. You're just supposed to put it out there. And it's something that I had to learn, because I used to get mad as hell. What the fuck do you mean you don't understand what I'm saying? What the fuck do you mean you just heard me say that all of these people went our heads on a stick and all these motherfuckers don't fuck with us and you didn't understand none of that? What do you mean? What am I talking about when I talk about Hollywood? When I talk about this? When I talk about that? Like what do you mean? I didn't understand why people couldn't understand what the hell I was saying. But the difference is I took the time to, number one, be open. I took the time to do the research. I took the time to intake the knowledge and decipher it for myself. These people haven't had an opportunity to get to that place where they want the knowledge for themselves. When you want something for yourself, nobody can stop you from getting it, understanding it, whatever. No one can stop you because it's a personal mission. It don't got nothing to do with me. It don't got nothing to do with nobody else. It's a personal thing. So when you're doing things for yourself, of course it's going to go better. It's going to work out better. And of course it's going to be more, I'm hearing groundbreaking or life-changing or effective. Thank you, Spirit. It's going to be more effective to you because you are the one putting in all of the energy. You are the one going for it. Period. Okay? Now, on the flip side of this, a lot of you motherfuckers be going after shit and it don't work out because you're not going after it for yourself. Period. So yes, some of you guys are trying to offer advice to people who don't want to listen and you getting mad about it. But the other people, okay, you're not taking nobody's damn advice, but you mad that your life is the way that it is. So whatever side of the spectrum you on, that's what it is. Yeah. Knight of Cups. Okay. A lot of you guys are being governed by your emotions right now, especially because we're in Cancer season. So be very careful. Ask yourself, am I talking out of emotion? Am I acting out of emotion? Am I speaking out of emotion? Am I hearing out of emotion? Am I thinking out of emotion? Or is this truly me? Is this truly something that I'm connected with? Because there's a lot of emotional energy, frolicking around, okay? And people are mad, and emotions don't just mean crying, crybabies. Like, that's what I think a lot of people have misunderstood about water signs, right? A lot of people hear water signs and you automatically think water, okay, so crying, sensitive. And yes, those things are true, but anger is also an emotion. Fear is also an emotion. Anxiety is also an emotion. So all of these, emotions and things also count, right? So be very careful. Some of y'all are very hot right now. We got Capricorn. That full moon was in Capricorn mixed with this Cancer energy. Baby, y'all just mad and angry crybabies right now. So be very careful the way that you're engaging with other people, the way that you're holding conversations, the way that you're responding to people, the way that you're communicating, the way that you're feeling. Okay, make sure that it's not a misunderstanding. Make sure that you're looking at it again from a clear and balanced place. Okay, because a lot of y'all again are super high in your feelings right now. I mean, it just is what it is. You feel how you feel, and there's nothing wrong with feeling how you feel, but it's all in the way that you carry yourself. Okay, 5 of Swords, right? So again, you either can create destruction or you can create change, right? 5 symbolizes transformation and change. Now that transformation can be good or it can be bad. It's all up to you. But again, it's you, right? So you have to make the decision. You have to be the one to either put your foot down and do something differently, move differently, or you have to be the one to accept things for how they are and know that everything has an outcome. So you can do what you want to do, but everything has an outcome. Everything has a consequence. Everything has, an effect. There's an effect to every cause. So as long as you keep that in mind, you'll be fine. All right, let's get some confirmation before we close out. Again, for those who are interested, I am doing a 4-week group mentorship for July. It starts July 2nd. It comes with a Zoom per week, a group Zoom per week, lessons for spiritual beginners, as well as a group chat to stay connected and to, of course, bounce ideas off of each other and support each other through the process. If you are interested, it's only $88, and it will be for 4 weeks. So you get 4 weeks, 4 lessons, 4 Zooms, and a whole group chat for $88. I mean, like, what? At this point, I'm robbing myself. But yeah, if you're interested, inbox me. I am accepting half payments until June 2nd, so you can pay half now and half whenever, as long as it's before June 2nd. Okay? Okay. All right, let's get some confirmation. Oh, if you are interested, it's not on my website, so you have to reach out to me via email, or you can go to my website and fill out the contact form. And shoot me an email from there. You can also feel free to inbox me or DM me on any of my socials. Yeah, I told you I was feeling Gemini and Aquarius energy earlier. Heavy Gemini energy, especially when it comes to communication, and technology, and society, community. Okay, Gemini is all about community, society, bringing people together, being very social. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with you being social in your ideas and the things you feel and all of those things, but just know that nobody owes you anything. Okay, a lot of y'all are finding your voice, and with finding your voice, you have to understand that everybody don't care about it. So just because you haven't had your voice for a long time and you're just now finding it, don't mean I have to care about it. That's life. Okay? So understand that it's not a personal thing. It's not a personal thing. Right? It is what it is. That doesn't mean stop sharing your voice. That just means understand that everybody's not going to care. And everybody doesn't have to care. Okay? We have Pluto coming out, all right? We're talking about death and rebirth, regeneration, power, and intensity. Okay, so things can definitely be feeling a little intense right now. Again, we are in, I think Capricorn is ruled by Mars, so we're in Mars energy, which is very intense. Okay, Mars is known for war, so it's a lot going on. That's why I said be very careful. Don't just be out here trying to argue everybody down, and some battles, just take a step back. Just bow out. Let them have it. It's not worth it. Okay. Your guides want your attention. Make sure that you're tapping in with your spirit team during this process. Don't ignore your intuition. Your intuition is also a part of your ancestors communicating to you and with you. Okay. So make sure that you are paying attention to what your gut is telling you. All right. Positive thinking, making sure that you're staying in a high vibrational mentality. Again, don't assume the victim position. Don't assume the anger, I want to just fight everybody, let's just war position. Don't do all that. Okay? If people don't want to listen to you, people don't want to listen to you. People don't like you, people don't like you. People don't want to fuck with you, they don't want to fuck with you. If somebody, if people feel how they feel, they just feel how they feel. Stop trying to make people feel differently about you or about your opinions or about what you have to say, and accept yourself for who you are. Stand in that and don't give a fuck. I said what I said. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. And you don't have to agree with me. It's not going to change it. I said how I said. What I said. It's not going to change it. I feel how I feel. A lot of y'all are looking for validation instead of just being yourself and just saying what you have to say for the sake of saying it. Not for the sake of everybody being on your side. Not for the sake of everybody agreeing with you. But saying it for the sake of speaking your own personal beliefs. Period. Sunday could be significant. The color yellow could be significant, and gold. You could be seeing a lot of ones, 111s, whatever. Okay, and bumblebees. We also have the sun at the bottom of the deck talking about abundance, joy, success, enlightenment, and confidence. Yeah, you don't allow a motherfucker to bring you a rainy day. Don't let nobody bring you no damn rainy day. If you feeling good, stay in high vibrations. Okay, if you trying to help somebody out and they start shitting on you, cussing you out, all that stuff, just say, oh, my bad. Obviously, you're not ready for the change that I'm trying to present you right now, and that's okay. I don't love you any less, but I will remove myself because now you're being disrespectful. There's certain ways that you can handle stuff. Y'all grown. You're grown. You need to learn how to use your words, and that's why Gemini is coming out, because Gemini is the master of words. There is nobody else in the damn zodiac who can outword a damn Gemini. So some of y'all need to tap into Gemini right now. Jupiter right now is in Gemini. Tap into that energy. Okay? Start understanding the power of your words and the fact that everybody don't have to fucking like it. And take that from a talkative ass Gemini who always got something to say and everybody don't like it. It's been like that my whole life. At some point, you just gotta keep it pushing and understand that everybody is just not gonna agree. It don't make you wrong, right? I'm also hearing the way that you do things is also very important. There's no way that I'm going to listen to what you're saying and you're saying it in a specific tone, or you're talking down at me, or like, we gotta be kind of thinking about, like, how are people gonna receive what we're saying? If I'm trying to educate you on something and I know you're in a sensitive predicament and I know that, you know, tensions are high, why am I cussing you out? That doesn't make sense, right? Oshun energy is talking about love, okay? I'm also hearing sweetness, like I said, you know, and bumblebees was on the other card, so you can definitely be seeing bees. Oshun energy could be very high. I'll shade to her. But this is really talking about sweetness, right? Going in with the right intentions. Again, you have to ask yourself, what are my intentions? Are my intentions to simply share knowledge and hopefully educate somebody, or is my intentions to be right and feel validated? You know what I'm saying? Because if your intentions is to share knowledge, then after you share it, you're fulfilled. If your intentions is just to try to help people, then after you try to help, you know, regardless if they take the help or not, you're still fulfilled, because your intentions and the things that you're going, you know, the reasons why you're doing the things you're doing have been met. But if you're going to it to say, oh, I want somebody to validate that I'm right, and I want to feel right, and I want all these people to know that I'm right, and then they don't really give a fuck about you being right, then of course you're going to be mad, because that's going against what you wanted it to be. That's going against the intentions that you had for whatever it is that you're doing. So you need to check yourself. If I'm just sharing information to try to help people, if I'm just sharing information to try to further my people, further my community, or whatever the case is, give advice, whatever, right? Then once I do that, I should be fulfilled. If I feel some type of way after I do that, then I'm the problem, not them. It's at that point, it's a me thing. Okay? Because a lot of y'all are looking for validation because, number one, again, you're just now finding your voice. So now, because you're just now finding your voice, you want everybody to listen to it. But just because you just found your voice, don't mean we all got to listen to it. You finding your voice is for you to speak up for yourself. It's not for, look at this. You finding your voice is for you to speak up for you. It's not for us to give a fuck. It's for you to speak up for you. Because you can't make nobody give a fuck. I don't care how bad people treat you. You can't make them care about them treating you bad. Some people just don't care about that. They just don't care. So the more you try to force people to care, it's just not. It's just, if anything, you're just going to frustrate yourself even more. Because like I said, a lot of these people are committed to not hearing you, right? Monday is definitely significant. Today is Monday, but also Mars. Like I said, heavy Mars energy. Okay, you could also be seeing a lot of 2s, 222, 22, 11 as well is 2. The moon is coming out. Okay, so a lot of these things, like I said, you need to deal with you. You trying to prove points to people. You trying to, you know, finally speak up for yourself, and you want everybody to care. That's a personal thing, and you have to deal with that within yourself. Okay, 38 can be significant. You have to deal with that within yourself. This is not a us problem, it's a you problem. Okay, hidden truths, illusions, mysteries, subconscious. That sounds like you. That don't sound like everybody else around you. Okay? And then ask Spirit certain things like, Spirit, are you giving me this message to share with other people? Or is this just a message for me? Because a lot of times, Spirit is giving you messages for yourself and you want to share with the whole world, and then the world don't receive it. So now you mad, and that just defeats the whole purpose of what Spirit was trying to do in the first place. I called both of these signs. I called both of these signs. Both of them. I said Gemini, Aquarius energy in the beginning. Both of these signs have popped out. confirmation. So like I said, y'all are gonna have to be open-minded when it comes to communication, when it comes to social media, when it comes to being on any platform. Okay, I even feel like some of y'all are about to have a bigger platform, so you need to shift the way that you speak. I had to do it. Listen, I got introduced to my platform, and my platform took off so motherfucking fast. I didn't have time to get prepared. I had to just go with the fucking flow. And a lot of people in the beginning, I lost a lot of souls because I was still just talking to them the way that I was just used to talking to people. So if some shit was fucked up, I'd be like, y'all fucked up and y'all stupid, cause y'all, and that just wasn't what it was given. And people at that time, they were so sensitive and everything was so new. How the fuck we gonna receive it, bitch? And you wanna goddamn live cussing us the fuck out. Now some people liked it because it was just a preference, right? And y'all know I'ma still cuss and I'ma still grab y'all by the baby heads, but it's different, right? Because I had to go and do inner work. I had to hear other people say, hey boo, I like what you're saying, but your attitude a little, you know? And I had an attitude problem. And sometimes I can still have an attitude problem. That's just what it is. Just call a spade a spade. It just is what it is, right? But when you know better, you do better. And it's not about being perfect. It's about trying your best. It's about putting your best out there, whatever your best is, right? Not perfection, but your best. And I had to go and do self-reflection and say, okay, what is my intention? If my intention is truly to help these people, I have to change my delivery. And I have to also understand that everybody is not going to listen to me regardless of my delivery. That's just what it is. Everybody's not going to hear me. I could sit here and say, hey, my little pumpkins, my little boo-boos, my little sticker butts. I could do that all day. And motherfuckers would still be like, oh, no. And not give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just about, you know, being all soft and all of that. It's about understanding that everybody is where they are. And you have to respect where they are. The same way y'all want people to respect where you are. Because all of us wasn't ready to change years ago. You just got ready to change. You just found out about all this new information. You know shit about melanin 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Half y'all didn't know shit about Hollywood and what's really going on in the world and how we practice hoodoo. Half y'all never even heard the phrase hoodoo in your life prior to 2020. So let's not try to act like now that we're here, that we're above everybody, or now that we're at this place in our lives, that now we can just look at everybody and point fingers and take no accountability, and everybody else is the problem, and then we want to force our beliefs on everybody and how we. No, you can't do that. You have to allow people to go through their own process the same way you went through yours. And also understanding, to be spiritual is to understand that everybody that is here is not supposed to wake up anyway. So a lot of y'all are wasting y'all voice and wasting y'all words of wisdom that you could be giving to somebody else. Y'all wasting that shit on a motherfucker who's not even supposed to wake up. They're not even here to wake up. They're here to help others wake up by doing dumb shit. Okay? So like I said, knowing when to hold them, knowing when to fold them, knowing when to walk away. Sometimes the people who is here to do the dumb shit may be your family members. They may be your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your mama, your daddy, your children, your baby. It could be anybody. It could be anybody, right? And we're not here to change everybody. We're here to help facilitate the change of those who want to change. Not force it on people. Not try to beat it in people. Not try to ostracize people because they don't get it the way that we get it, or any of those things. And again, not just with spirituality, with anything. It took me to understand that I was first traumatized to then sympathize and empathize with those who have also been traumatized. I had to get it for myself first, right? It took me to get to this place where I can understand things from a higher perspective. It took work, and everybody hasn't done the work, and everybody's not supposed to do the work. Again, y'all know my favorite slogan is don't give your pearls to swine. My grandmama said that all the time. You don't give your pearls to swine. What does that mean? That means you don't give your jewels, your pearls of wisdom, your knowledge, and all of these things that you have accumulated to people who are dedicated to not being open and receptive. Just because you love them does not mean that they are required to understand you or to be on your side or to think the way that you think or feel the way that you feel. You started this journey. They didn't start this damn journey. You started the process of change and transformation. They didn't start that process. So to try to force it on them is crazy. It makes you look crazy. Secrets revealed, the truth is coming out. Light shining on the dark. You have to let people be people. That's something that I am still learning. I am a gem. Okay, Gemini is in my chart more than any other damn sign combined. Okay, there's more Gemini in my chart than anything. You understand? And I have to understand everybody's not supposed to get it, Pookie Butt. Everybody's not supposed to understand it. Everybody's not supposed to side with you and take your advice, whether it's good or not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? All that matters is my intentions. If my intentions are pure and I do my job, which is to put the information out there where anybody can grab it, then I've done what I was supposed to do. I can move on. Now, is that always an easy process? Does it just happen like that? No. Hell no, it's not easy. Of course, because we love a lot of these people. We've been around a lot of these people our entire lives. So, of course, we don't want to leave them behind, especially when you understand what being left behind looks like energetically and physically. Of course you don't want to do that, but you have to. You have to. And if you're not ready to be in that position where you have to possibly let people go, then this journey is not the one for you. And some of y'all, I feel like, are coming to terms and having that crossroads moment. Okay, heavy SU energy, Ashe. Heavy Papa Legba energy, crossroads, gatekeeper. Okay, you're at the gate. You're at the gate of a transition. You're at the gate of a change. You're at the gate of an elevational period. You're at the gate of something changing, transitioning. Rebirth, regeneration. Okay, Pluto. This is a judgment time, so you won't have to make a decision and judge the decision. Judge what's going on based on where you see yourself going. Period. Not how you feel in the moment, but where you see yourself going. Because, of course, how you feel in the moment is not going to feel good to leave certain people behind. It's not the ideal choice. But it's not about right now. We got to start looking at the bigger picture. Sometimes we get so caught up in the right now that we're not looking at the bigger picture. Right now, it may be uncomfortable so that you can finally have comfort eventually. Right? Right now, you may have to make some tough decisions so that eventually you'll get to a place where you don't even have to worry about making these specific types of decisions because you've already taken care of that. Right? And then also understanding that challenges, walking away from people, having contractual relationships. I don't even know if that's a word, but I just made it one. Having contractual relationships where this is a contract. You are here to offer me something. I'm here to offer you something. Once that thing is fulfilled, you go your way, I go my way. That don't mean I have to hate you, dislike you, not love you no more, and none of that. Love does not need, love doesn't require you and that person to be in the same vicinity. Like, love is energy. Energy can be translated anywhere. Miles and miles and miles and miles and miles away. So that doesn't matter. You can love people from a damn distance, but it doesn't mean that you have to continuously choose people over yourself or choose the validation that people give you over just standing 10 toes in what you believe, putting it out there and letting it be what it's gonna be. Period. Anybody about to keep going back and forth with these niggas? Stop being scary. Thank you, Spirit. Stop being scary. Stop being scared to leave people behind. Stop being, look at that. Stop being scared to leave people behind. Stop being scared to speak your truth. Stop being scared to stand on your 10. Stop being scared to choose yourself. Stop being scared to be unapologetic in how you feel and your beliefs. Stop being scared. Stop being scared to stand on your own. Stop being scared to have a whole bunch of people disagree with you and you just be the only one standing on your premise. Don't be afraid to live your truth. Whatever that truth looks like, you have to get comfortable in living it. Because again, just because the world don't agree with you don't mean that you're wrong. There's a lot of things that the world looks at now and they agree with that shit, and you couldn't pay me to agree with it. You couldn't pay me. Does that make me wrong? No. Right? So you just have to take it for what it is. We're coming out of this petty energy. Right? Spirit is taking us out of this petty energy where we're so focused on being right and everybody's so focused on being heard and being seen and being likable and all. Like, we don't have time for that, babe. This is the great awakening. This is the great separation. We are here to save souls. If you are awakened in this moment, you have a responsibility to help all of us, help all of us. Okay? So the only way that we can do that is to focus on what we need to focus on and not get caught up in the bullshit in between. There has to be some type of clear separation between the spiritual community and everybody else who does not think the way that we think. And right now, there's barely a separation because everybody acting the fucking same. Who is spiritual? Who is not? Who is tapped in? Who is not? We should be able to differentiate. You don't even have to open your mouth. We talk about this all the time. Try the spirit by the spirit. When you walk in a room, I should know what type of time you on. I should know exactly who you are and what type of time you on once you walk in the room. You shouldn't have to open your mouth. You shouldn't have to have 1,530 million crystals on. You shouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying, have all these tattoos and all of this other stuff. You shouldn't have to put on the facade of spirituality because your energy should speak volumes. Period. I know spiritual people immediately when I see them. Immediately. Okay? It could be a spiritual person in a whole nun outfit. I'm gonna know they spiritual because of the energy. And this is the thing with spirituality as well that y'all need to understand. Everybody doesn't practice the same type of spirituality that you do. Hello? Spirituality is connection to source and self. How you go about connecting to source and self is your business. So just because everybody ain't practicing hoodoo don't make them any less spiritual. Just because everybody ain't Ifa don't make them any less spiritual. Just because everybody's not practicing Buddhism or whatever doesn't make them any less spiritual. Just because you don't see people out here on their hands and knees and praying to deities and all that stuff don't make them any less spiritual. Spirituality does not have a look. It is a feeling. It is a spiritual thing. You can't see the spirit. So you shouldn't be using these eyes. This is why we have a whole third eye. Y'all think we just got here and spirit gave us a third eye just so we could just have one? No, it's so that you can see what you actually need to see beyond this 3D realm. We are not of this 3D realm. But the only reason we have eyes is because we are here in the 3D realm. Our third eye is our real eye. That's how we usually normally see. That's how we usually normally interpret everything. Period. We were born with some of our stuff with us. And your third eye is one of them things. So you can't keep looking at things with your physical eye because that's why a lot of y'all are missing it. You're missing it because you're tuned in with the wrong eye. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? A lot of you guys are getting downloads and different messages via dreams. So make sure that you're tapping in with your spirit team and getting clarification. Now, let me say this about dreams. Stop asking everybody that. Once you open your eyes, you better not go on a world tour letting everybody know what you dreamt about and trying to get buku opinions. That is not how that works. Y'all have to get good on doing things on your own and understanding that personal messages are personal messages. Some of y'all talk too damn much, and this is why you're confused. You're confused because all you're doing is this. You're yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping. Every time something happens, every time you see something, feel something, know something, whatever, you want to go tell the first 500 people you see. That's not what this is about. You need to gain an understanding for yourself first. Because a lot of the things that we dream, unless Spirit puts you in a position for you to be a dream interpreter, or unless Spirit puts you in a position to help the collective through your dreams, then your dreams are your business. And I tell y'all, with each dream, give yourself at least 2 weeks to a month for it to try to make sense. Because some dreams don't even make sense till years later. And y'all not ready for that. Are y'all ready to wait 3 years for a dream to finally click? I had to do it. So there's a dream that I vividly remember having when I was still in high school. Okay? Period. And I'm going to share it because I can share it at this point. It's come to pass. I had a dream when I was in high school that I was in my grandmama's basement. If you know me, you know I was raised by my daddy's mama and her sister until I was in middle school. So, you know, I had a dream because I would go to high school in her neighborhood. Okay? So, I had a dream that in her house, in the basement, I was downstairs with her and somebody came in with a gun. And y'all know how dreams be choppy. All I know is they pointed the gun at her head and pulled the trigger. Okay? Now, I didn't know what that meant when I was in high school. If you would have asked me what that meant back then, I would have told you that my granny was going to get shot. Which is not what happened. Okay? But what did happen is years and years and years and years later, aka 2021, we found out that my grandmother has dementia. And what Spirit was doing was preparing me to spend as much time with her as I could over those years, because she was going to get to a point, shot through the third eye, where she was going to lose her knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now, had I went to a whole bunch of other people and asked them, hey, what do you think this dream means? I had a dream that my granny got whatever. Them people would have told me, oh my God, something gonna happen to your grandma, you know. So you have to understand that our spirit team has so much foresight that and so much love for us that they will look at what's happening 3, 5, 10, 17 years in advance. Okay? To prepare you in the moment. That's why a lot of the things your intuition says to you does not make sense to you, because you can't see all that is up ahead. That's why we call them our spiritual GPS system, our eagle eye. They sit in the sky and they say, hey, I know you coming up on a light. You need to go ahead and make it right at this light, because if you go through this light, you're going to be sitting in traffic for about 30 minutes. But because you think that you know your street and you know traffic and you don't live through your whole life, you're like, oh, I could just go through the light. And then you take your ass to that damn light and then you in traffic. Right? Because you can't foresee every fucking thing. That's why we have a spirit team. That's why we have a third eye chakra. That's why we have intuitive thoughts and messages. That's why our Ori, aka our higher self, speaks to us and gives us those downloads and those inner feelings so that we know how to move. Your job is to move. Okay, when I move, you move just like that. Okay, hell no. Hey, DJ, bring that back. And just like that, when I move, you move. Spirit trying to give you a clean slate, Pookie Bud. This is a clean slate. This is a new beginning. Like I said, crossroads energy. This is a whole new beginning. And you can either shift your energy and have things work better for you. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your victim mentality. Okay? And have and embrace this clean slate. Or you can just get stuck in this loop. Because you won't be the first one or the only one. Okay? It's a lot of people in the loop right now. 222. Harmony. Balance. Dreams again. Double confirmation on dreams. Okay? Period. Alright, I'm going to pull one card for each zodiac, and then I'm hopping off of here. Again, these are timeless messages. Use them in the way that you see fit. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Do not try to fit yourself into anything that is not for you. Okay? Okay. All right. We'll start with Cancers and end with Gemini. All right. One card for my Cancers. I gotta hurry up for my computer down. This is speed round. While I'm doing this, again, if you are interested in the group mentorship, definitely feel free to inbox me. New moon, Cancers. This is your time to plant seeds. This is your new beginning. Use this time to set your intentions. Okay. Happy early solar return to all of my Cancers. Make sure that you're using this time to really set the proper intentions. Don't allow only emotion to help you judge your situation. Okay. Also allow logic to come on in there. I know y'all be allergic to logic, but just let it flow. Okay. So that you can actually have some type of change happen. If I keep doing the same thing, I can expect the same thing. All right. Leos, one card. Thank you, Spirit. Black sheep energy. Leos, I feel like a lot of you guys are embracing the fact that you are different, okay? And that is nothing wrong with it. Leos, y'all can really easily become people pleasers. Very, very easily, because you guys love people. You guys are very family oriented, and you guys love to see people happy, love to see people smile. You love for people to depend on you and to be able to call you when they need and all of these things, okay? But I feel like a lot of y'all are embracing that you're just different. Okay, you're just coming to terms with the fact that you're different and that you are a one of one, and it just is what it is. And I love that for y'all because it's about goddamn time. Okay, period. Virgo, one card. Virgo, calm your happy ass down. Okay, calm your happy ass down. Nothing, everything does not require you to be dark and gloomy and freaking extra. Okay, just be chill, just be calm. Stop worrying so much. Okay, get out of your head space, my Mercury sibling. Okay, get out of your head. There's nothing for you to worry about. But if you keep creating worries, then you will have things to worry about. So change your mentality to shift your reality. A gram. All right. Libra, these are some confirmations for you guys. Wednesday could be significant. The color purple and blue could be significant. You guys could also be seeing a lot of fours. 444, 44, 22 is also 4. 1111 is also 4 as well. So this could be something coming in about stability. Okay, I feel like you guys may have some type of leap when it comes to your stability, or something may jump for you, since we have frog here being symbolic. So there could be a change that comes out of nowhere, transformation that comes out of nowhere, or you can be almost like picked from one place and put somewhere else. That's how Spirit just showed me. I'm seeing a little I'm hearing from Toy Story, the claw. That's what I just heard. So like literally picking you up and dropping you somewhere else. Okay, so be versatile, Libras. Be versatile. All right. Scorpios, one card for my Scorps. Scorpios, breaking generational trauma. Okay, Scorpios, I think a lot of you guys are learning to speak up on what it is that you're seeing. Okay, one thing about Scorpios, yeah, you guys are very, very, very observant, but a lot of the things that you see, you don't share them. A lot of the things that you feel, you don't say anything about it. A lot of you are very reserved when it comes to your inner feelings, okay? And when I say inner feelings, I mean the things that really make you feel sensitive. Scorpios are the more fire-esque, the most fire-esque sign of the water signs, okay? You would think that they were really water signs or even earth signs, but they're water and they have emotions, but they try to act like they don't. Okay, so Scorpios, tap into them feelings, especially now we're in Cancer season. You guys should be opening up a little bit more. Okay, and nobody's gonna use it against you because y'all know y'all dramatic. All right, Sagittarius, one card for my Sag. All right, computer, I know that you about to die, ho. Why you gotta keep telling me? Low battery. Duh. All right, Sagittarius. Saturn, fulfillment, achievements, okay? Karma and lessons, boundaries, all right? Sag, the more that you are intentional with the things that you do, the more you will achieve. A lot of y'all just be doing a whole bunch of shit just to do it, because you're Sagittarius and you don't know how to sit your ass down. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with you want to do 11 things. Just prioritize them and do them one at a time. Okay, and make sure that you're doing it because you actually want to do it and not just because you're bored, or not just because you're doing it because somebody that you're interested in is doing it. Clock it. All right, Capricorn. Capital Heights. Sacrifices are needed, my Capricorns. Okay? Sacrifices are needed. Get out of your comfort zone. I feel like Capricorns, especially with this, look at the confirmation at the bottom of the deck. I was about to say, especially with this full moon we just had. I feel like Spirit is pushing a lot of y'all out of y'all damn comfort zones. I also feel like you're getting a reevaluation or you're redefining your purpose. Like your purpose is being redefined. Like maybe you thought that your purpose only consisted of this, and now it's being revealed to you that it is actually this. You know what I'm saying? So go with the flow. Okay? Go with the damn flow, Capricorns. Don't allow yourself to get into this place where you allow the fear of the unknown to stop your feet from moving. Amen. Aground. All right. Pisces. I'm sorry, Aquarius. Soul Tribe. Okay, so my Aquarius, I feel like you guys are definitely connecting with some new souls. Okay, Aquarius, you guys love people who are out of the box because you were out of the box. But I feel like the people who are about to come around now, they're really going to test how out of the box you think you are. It's very hard to top an Aquarius when it comes to being out of the box, because they are just the leaders when it comes to just originality and, you know, just doing things that nobody has ever thought to do or people are scared to do, right? That's their jam. They like to be the rebels, right? But I feel like somebody's about to come and show you that you're not as out the box as you thought you was. They're going to show you that there's certain things that you have been holding on to that is actually holding you back. Okay, now Aquarius, this is somebody who I feel like is going to be close to you, because y'all only will actually consider something coming from somebody that's close to you. If it's somebody that you really don't know like that, y'all not listening. So I feel like this is someone who actually either you look up to, or that you value, or that, you know, someone that you hold dear to you, or someone who just really intrigues you, and you know, create some type of relationship with this person where there's a high respect level enough for you to listen to them and consider the things that they're saying to you. Okay, this could also be a new relationship for some of y'all that is challenging you in some of your ways. All right, remember, Aquarius also rules addictions, and some of y'all can get stuck in your own ways because you're addicted to it. So be prepared to kind of get ripped from some of the things that you're used to. Okay, Pisces, you guys have Cancer coming out. Okay, so I definitely feel like, you know, you guys may be being affected a lot more by this energy than the Cancers as far as dealing with emotions. Okay, because Pisces, you guys don't really deal with emotions. You were just emotional. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between just being an emotional person and then actually knowing how to deal with your emotions. So I feel like this Cancer season, or even just this week period, is going to give you opportunities to really tap in and deal with the things that you have been holding on to, or the things that you have been pretending are not happening. Because I know y'all live in la la land and y'all love to pretend that the sky's not burning when we all can feel the heat. Okay? So use that the way that you need to. Aries, you guys have Libra energy coming out. Okay, so Aries, that means balance is required. Balance and peace is required. Anything in your life that is not bringing you balance or peace needs to be let go of, walked away from, left alone, period. Okay, and this is just not people and places and things outside of yourself. This is also you stopping yourself, you being the problem, you being all over here and all over there and all over there and not having no balance. Okay, So see if the call is coming from inside the house first, and then if not, deal with it accordingly. Okay? All right. Taurus, and then Gemini, and then I'm off this. Taurus, Spirit is saying you are being tested, okay? I feel like this has to do with your finances, okay? Because Taurus, you guys are usually really, really good when it comes to accumulating money, okay? But sometimes keeping it and sometimes properly, knowing how to properly spend it be your issue, okay? So I feel like Spirit may be testing y'all with your money spending habits. So be very careful. If Spirit has been giving you more money lately, this is not for you to spend more money. This is for you to learn how to properly manage having more money. Okay? Y'all know, y'all just stress me out. All right, Geminis. Last card for the gems. We are now in Cancer season. Okay, so Geminis, it's not about us all the way right now. All right, Geminis, we have feeling lost. Okay, so Geminis, some of you guys may be feeling lost or questioning yourself, okay? Or feeling like things are all over the place, all right? At the bottom of this card, it says moment before elevation. And then at the bottom of the deck, it says jackpot. Okay, overflow, abundance, all right? So, Gems, I feel like, look, and then new beginnings right under that. So, Gems, I feel like this is, the calm before the storm, but not in a negative way, right? This is the calm before things turn up. And I feel like Spirit is giving a lot of you guys the opportunity to sit your butt down and reflect and have this time to rest and rejuvenate your energy and stuff, because it's about to turn up, all right? And then you're going to be wishing that you set your ass down and took advantage of sitting down, okay? So take that with a grain of salt, all right? Light and love to all of you beautiful people. Hopefully these messages resonated. If they did not, try again another day. I have plenty of videos that you can go look at, and any one of those can resonate. And if none of those do, feel free to book a personal reading. All of my socials are going across the bottom of the screen, as well as my website. I do have payment plans at checkout. Just select the shop pay option at checkout for payment plans, as well as if you don't see the payment plan that works for you, or if shop pay does not allow you to set up an account, feel free to inbox me or email me, and I do create personal payment plans as well. All right, so light and love to everyone. I hope that you guys are again enjoying your week, taking advantage of this energy. We are in Cancer season, so it doesn't mean that you have to be overly emotional, but it does mean that if you do need to tap into your emotions, then do so. It also means that if you are somebody who is usually over emotional, that this is the time to learn how to balance your emotions with logic. Okay, light and love to all of you guys. I will see you tomorrow. If you are a air sign, I will be doing your reading tomorrow, so your reading will be posted tomorrow night at 8:30. Okay.